Have you ever had a feeling you didn't know how to explained, such as a shattered heart that you had to slowly put back together, the unfairness and frustration of being a woman in a patriarch-driven society, or growing up and realizing that your mom gets older too? If so, you've experienced the power of Taylor Swift, maybe without even knowing it. Taylor Swift has been a force of nature for the past 17 years. She beats everything she's done previously and is a master at her craft. This year, she was named Artist of the Year by Apple Music and Global Top Artist of the Year by Spotify. According to a Billboard article, she has accumulated 26.1 billion streams globally this year and is expected to make $100 million from Spotify streams alone. Swift is no stranger to the spotlight, but if 2023 has shown us anything, it's her incomprehensible stardom. With the re recording of her first six albums on the path to owning her art after they were sold without her knowledge, and the start of her monumental and nostalgic Eras tour, her success has reached unthinkable heights. According to an article by the Harvard Gazette, the Eras Tour is on track to be the highest grossing concert tour of all time, at $1.4 billion when it ends next year. Analysts estimate that the tour will also have an economic impact from tour related spending of $5 billion on host cities. As a Swiftie myself since her first album, this is unlike anything I've experienced since being her fan. The Swiftie floodgates have been opened, but her popularity is for a reason. My objective today is to explain that Taylor Swift is the world's sweetheart and most streamed artist of 2023 because of her genius lyricism and relatability. I will dive into why she's considered the best lyricist of our generation, how her relatability sets her apart, and why her connection with her fans runs so deep. Taylor's storytelling is the foundation of her music. She turns her experiences into stories with a beginning, middle, and end. It's her niche talent that sets her apart from other artists. This makes her music extremely enjoyable to listen to. Listeners are focused on not only what the lyrics and the story mean within the context of Taylor's life, but they are also fitting into the narrative of their own. She has an indescribable talent for explaining an emotion that you didn't know you had. She zooms in on a particular moment and can capture the specific feeling being experienced. She often writes about heartbreak, friendship, loss, fighting for something good, memories, the patriarchy, love triangles, her fans, her music being stolen, and 100 other topics. In the article, Why Taylor Swift is the Best Lyricist of This Generation, Sofia Godardo explains this phenomenon. For example, her song All Too Well 10-minute version tells the story of heartbreak. What makes the song so popular is the fact that Taylor is not only expressing her loss through the song, but invites listeners in on the story of how she got her heart so deeply shattered. Taylor has proved herself to be a literary genius. She uses many different literary devices in her songs that add profound meaning. She commonly uses metaphors in her lyricism to convey an intense and heartfelt message in her music. She does this in her song Cardigan, where she metaphorically compares herself to a cardigan left under a bed, and the love interest puts on the cardigan like their favorite piece of clothing. With all the genius she encompasses, Taylor still has a way of making herself and her music relatable. Everyone in the world wants to be loved and understood. When we feel like someone has outgrown us or isn't relatable to us anymore, we feel a sense of loss and are no longer loyal to that person. Taylor is an amazing example of someone who stays consistently relatable. She's the biggest superstar in the world, just recently reached billionaire status, and has countless Grammys and awards for her musical achievements. So, how does she make the 21-year-old college student living in the suburbs feel like she's reading her journal and writing songs about it? In the article, Why Taylor Swift Fans Connect with Her Songwriting So Much, it explores this concept. Her music explores themes that are relevant to people of all ages and backgrounds, such as love, heartbreak, self discovery, and personal growth. What sets Taylor Swift apart is her ability to express these themes in a deeply personal and honest way, which allows listeners to connect with her music on a deeper level and feel a sense of empathy and understanding. Even though many of her songs are based on her own experiences, the emotions and situations she describes are universal. This allows listeners to see themselves in her music and find comfort and solace in her lyrics. Additionally, Taylor Swift's music has a broad appeal because it is both emotionally resonant and musically innovative. In an article by The New Yorker, Taylor Swift is Everywhere All at Once, Naomi Fry explains, she is constantly pushing the boundaries of genre and style while staying true to her roots in country and pop music. All these factors combine to create music that is both timeless and relatable, making Taylor Swift one of the most beloved and enduring artists of our time. Taylor is also relatable because of the way she treats her fans like they're her best friends. When you're a fan of someone, it feels as though there's a clear line. They're the artist and you're the fan. Like the artist is a superior individual in the relationship. Taylor Swift takes the opposite approach. As a fan of Taylor, she doesn't make you feel like you're below her or that she's the most important person in the world. She treats her fans like her friends because to her, they are. She recognizes they've given her everything she has, and she never stops thanking them. She's constantly blown away by their commitment and generosity. Taylor takes her admiration for her fans a step further. She wants to have real connections with as many of them as possible. For years, she's followed them on social media, commented and liked their posts, sent them Christmas gifts, invited them to her house, and made fun clues and Easter eggs about future music to get them excited and involved. She doesn't do any of this to show off or seem the most charitable. She does it because she knows what these people have done for her, and nothing she can do will be able to repay that. Today, we explored why Taylor Swift is considered the best lyricist of our generation, examining her exceptional storytelling, relatability, and profound connection with her fans. From turning personal experiences into captivating stories to creating a bond with listeners through relatable themes, Taylor Swift's artistry goes beyond music, defining her as a unique and influential figure in the industry. As we celebrate Taylor Swift's contributions to music and culture, let us continue to appreciate and support artists who use their platforms to share their art, foster a sense of humility, and connect with diverse audiences.